Hello and welcome to the Machinist News Network. I'm Deirdre Kaniewski. IAM members from around the country gathered in Washington, D.C. to let the politicians know they won't be silent on the issues that matter to working families.
Don't let them play these silly games with our members' livelihoods, their families, and their futures.
This is the message the IAM told machinists to take to the politicians on Capitol Hill.
The most important work you'll do is put them on notice this week, because you're going to see them at home where they look at you in an entirely different light. You're not Jim or Sally, the union member that comes to Washington, D.C. for a few days. You're a voter at home.
It's time for us, the machinists, to do what we do and go up onto that hill and step up and ask them to make a commitment as to what they're going to do for fairness.
We're going to be asking you and asking each one of us to lock arms on things that are going to make a success out of a lot of things. We need to stop these mergers in the airlines. We need to turn around that tanker deal. It's going to affect everybody sitting in this room.
Airline mergers, the Boeing tanker deal, and fairness for working Americans became underlying themes of this year's legislative conference, both by the members and their friends on Capitol Hill.
I want to live in a nation where people can go and work and feel good about their work and get paid for their work and realize that their companies are not going to merge and put thousands of people out of work. I don't want to live in a place where the airline industry cannot survive, but yet to merge, and put good, hardworking people out of work.
My position on some of the issues is very simple. I'm for ships built in America, and I'm for tankers built in America as well.
Let me assure you, as a member of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee of the U.S. House, when that proposal comes before us this year, my vote will be with yours to buy America and build America.
These are some of the men and women in Washington working to try and protect the middle class. They remember where they came from and who helped them to the top.
I've been a member of Congress for only 6 years, but I've been a union member all my adult life, and I'm not bashful about showing members of the corporate world my union dues card.
Anybody can take your vote, but do they take up your cause?
When I think about our country, this great country of ours, I think about the great working people who have made it great. But it is organized labor that are the bones of the body of the working people. Organized labor puts the muscle and the bones that makes that body come together. And if you don't have strong bones, you can't have a strong body.
Machinists never took their eyes off the goal of talking to any politician who would listen. America's working men and women know how important the November election is for this country.
If there isn't a president of this United States who is actually going to have the executive branch do its job, it doesn't matter what we pass.
Because like always with the union movement, it's not just about protecting the present, but also the future. The benefits working Americans have today didn't happen overnight.
It happened because people in this room and unions and people before you stood on picket lines, as my father did, as I did, and worked as hard as you could and negotiated and went weeks without a check. Not just because you can never make up the money you lose on a strike. It's not just for you, but it's for the people that are going to come after you.
The IAM is not alone in its fight on some of these issues. Executives from Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and the AFL-CIO joined machinists in Washington to fight for what's right. And later this week, you can tune in and see our members in action on the Hill. For more machinist news, you can log on to goiam.org. See you soon.